Hello, this is Andy at Handy Andy, and we've been asked to kind of give a rough overview of what we might do on this property in terms of repairs. The roof is an older roof, but it's still serviceable. It does need to be sealed. It's got open toe board holes. It's got some missing shingles on the back and on the side, and it's got some vent boots that are leaking. Not a huge deal, but we need to go ahead and do it. Here you've got hardiplank siding on the front where they converted this garage to a living space, a fourth bedroom or a game room, whatever y'all wanted to do with it. On the left side, we just need to clean up, cut this vegetation away from the house, come back and trim these shingles and clean it up. I mean, we've got some rotted siding. This is old LP siding, and we'd come back in and partially, you know, they used the wrong siding down below here. They came back and replaced 2 sheets of siding with grained hardiplank, and it needs to be grained with a bead to kind of match this stuff up. We need to exchange about 8 or 10 rows along this left side. We do not need to replace all of the siding, but if you came back in and just did partials on the rotted siding, anybody that's coming in to purchase this property on the back end, if it's not a cash investor, it's going to have to go through a loan process and an inspection, and they won't pass anything with any kind of rotted wood or rotted siding on the property. You get a masthead right here that's leaking. It's just raised. You can see your missing shingles are right here and here. Cut this Leland cypress off the side of the house, just clean it up, clean the gutters. Had a little bit of rot in this area here, and the biggest rotted siding is actually on the chimney. We'd have to replace all the siding on the chimney. I would suggest that we just come back with 1 coat of the same paint. It's a great color. Clean this vegetation away from the side right here, and you can see this chimney siding is just shot. And when we do it, we'll add in the kick-out flashing that should go between this gutter and the house here, and that's what caused a lot of this rot right here. I mean, you can see how bad the siding is. There's nothing left right here. A little bit of rot on door jambs, not a big deal. We can fix that stuff up. Inside is pretty much just paint and carpet, really, and we'll show you that in a second. So it's a pretty clean fix. Depending on what this owner wants to do, I probably, you know, if you're looking for a retail buyer, I probably would hold off doing the carpet. Just paint, change your doors. You got luan doors in here, change them to 6-panel doors. Clean the place up, prime and paint your ceilings, clean up any lingering mold just from the house being shut up. But it's pretty nice in here, actually. They've got ceramic tile floors in here. A couple are cracked, but it's not real noticeable. So I probably would just go ahead and leave it. Just clean it up. Stain trim is out unless you're in a high-end house for some reason, but it's out. Change this brass light fixture to something cheap. Prime and paint the ceiling. They did have a leak here that they tried to patch previously, and they just didn't know how to stipple it. So we go ahead and stipple it and blend in the repair. But you got brand new thermopane windows in this house all the way through, which is nice. They spent about 10 grand on windows in here. So I prime and paint all your trim. Give me a nice lock set here on the front door. Don't go cheap. You know, give me an updated light fixture right here in the foyer. The cabinets are oak, and they're all in pretty good shape. The countertops actually look decent, so I wouldn't be inclined to change them out, although we can if you want. There's just a seam down here that we need to seal in the corner. Go ahead and strip this wallpaper backsplash that they put in. You know, the appliances are all here, so I really wouldn't do anything with them. I'd probably go ahead and see if we could clean up this fridge and get it running again. It's a GE profile, so it probably runs. You've got a Whirlpool stove that's newer and a dishwasher over here. Just multiple leaks. The camera's gonna have a hard time focusing. This is looking from the kitchen into the great room, living room. You got a nice stone fireplace there. We probably would go ahead and do the same thing. Paint that mantle, prime and paint it. We're looking for maximum resale value on this property, and we're looking for a fast sale. So that's what we're looking to do. We've got nice faux wood, mini blinds all the way around. Good sized rooms. And again, you can see what they started. They just didn't get very far. They started priming the trim after they painted in some of the bedrooms and realized that it scrapes off if you don't prime with an oil base over stain first. And that's just what you have to do. Front bedroom right here, same thing. You know, change this ceiling cheap light fixture out. It's a $10 fixture. Give me a decent looking ceiling fan. They're not that expensive, and they really move the properties. We got some damaged trim in this area. We'll go ahead and replace the base in here. Closet organizer can be fixed. And again, these are the doors that we're talking about. These are luan doors. A lot of people will prime and paint them. You can go ahead and do that, but it doesn't cost that much to change these doors out. It's about $100 a piece, but it makes such a huge deal on the appraisal and on the resale because it's all about value and look. People are looking for new. This is the hall bathroom, pretty good shape. Tub's in good shape. The vinyl is good. I probably wouldn't change it for ceramic at this point in the game on this particular property, unless we're already talking to a retail buyer. And one of the good things about us is if we do get an offer on the property and that person wants to put ceramic tile or whatever it is they're trying to do, we go ahead and do that. It's not a problem. Really just a nice clean house. It wouldn't take much at all to clean this property up. It's all very, very basic stuff. And we do this stuff day in, day out. So a quick clean up in here. Here's the master right here. Again, you got these luan doors. Get this wallpaper border out of here. You know, give me an upgraded ceiling fan, nickel or bronze. You know, that's what people are looking for. Pewter still. Just get rid of the white. The white is just real dated. Nobody wants them. It just means cheap. You got his and her closets here. Again, the stained hardwood and the trim. Master bath is decent. Vinyl floor right there. So this is a real easy one. The electrical's all intact, the plumbing's intact. In fact, the water's on here actually. This they didn't quite finish. You can see the ceiling in here. We would go ahead in here and probably just go ahead and give me a smooth ceiling in here. Be a nicer, updated look. They didn't know what they were doing when they must have, I'm not sure why they patched this much ceiling. They had a leak or wiring or I don't know what, but you got a nice sized room and they've done all the wiring. It looks like it's in good shape. So you got like a 24 by 22 room in here. We got a little bit of mold to clean up in here. We had an ongoing leak around this water heater, and that seems to have caused that, so we need to clean that down. But this is a real easy fix, and we'll submit the owner a bid so they can see what we're talking about doing. If you have any questions, 770-912-2829. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.